welcome to another Best Automatic. I'm your host, the Beekeeper. And I'm your host, Captain Perfect. And I'm your host, Captain Gorgeous. And I'm your host, Captain Know-It-All. And as you all know, if you've been watching this, that on our previous episode, we were mentioning about, our beloved Volvo. And obviously we saw our beloved, lovely Tampa. Now, I didn't mention it by name because obviously we know Mr. Captain Pervert likes to call it the tampon. Well, yeah, it sounds like it, but obviously this is the classic, isn't it? And we all know what it's actually based on, don't we? Because obviously it's a proper, like, square it off muscle car. The point is that we had our not-so-tame racing driver. Now, a lot of people may be thinking that our not-so-tame racing driver now is called the cleanophobe because we found out by the technology of AI, our own personal Megan or something, or Miss Rachel doll, because somebody's trying to get you to, our fans watching us. Right, fans watching us, yeah, Miss Rachel, yes, but I don't know, it's not Miss Rachel from America though. Oh yeah, it's a Yorkshire Miss Rachel doll, isn't they? Well, yeah, I think she's Yorkshire. Well, you should know. You made contact with her, didn't you? Well, yeah, we shook hands. Well, that's nearly bloody intercourse, that, Well, not really. I know you're a virgin, but no, that ain't no form of foreplay. I wouldn't know things about that. We're a car program, everybody. So obviously, we might be whittering on because we're not that very good at it because obviously we keep getting interrupted by his Emmerdale farm ways. He gets up to Mr. Yorkshire Know-It-All there. Yeah, more like we should say he likes to put it all somewhere, doesn't he? Instead of Mr. Know-It-All. What do you mean by that? Well, we've seen, I've seen EastEnders, but obviously, as you all know, that I'm not allowed to watch ITV. But I've been hearing a lot about Emmerdale, well, from you guys, that it's more saucy and naughty and disgusting compared to EastEnders. Well, yeah, EastEnders is quite depressing, but obviously, Emmerdale, it's a bit more, Shaggydale and that. Right. I mean, some people like the beloved Coronation Street. And we're talking about British soaps here. We might be talking about cars, aren't we? Well, yeah, because obviously, I like to say that our mission was to do a Green Hornet special, even there's been quite a few of them, right? But the challenge was that, if you all maybe remember, because it's been dragging out that long, that we had to do a extra bonus to get a car, a Green Hornet car, because we had two not-so-tame racing drivers, Miss Takeaway and the Gimp, but obviously it's called the Cleanophobe now. But obviously now I'm thinking that we might just have one not-so-tame racing driver. Why is that? Well, technically, we're all using one PlayStation, and we go into a shed, and obviously we all do our videos, but not videos, we do our filming, and then in separate, situations, and then obviously we all meet together, and we talk about it, and yeah, so we gathered that. You do, but the audience might not know that. But the thing is, the mysterious person, because we rent this shed from neighbour. Yeah, well, there's a mysterious person what comes in here during maybe, I don't know what time. But we never see this person, right? but it might not be a person. It could be like, said Megan or something, a robot now. It's time to move on.
What you mean? There's a robot coming in here now?
Well, could be,
Alright, so we're getting replaced then, something.
Well, that's the point. Because there's 4 of us. Yes, you need 4 people to start a heist. But obviously, in the beloved Top Gear, there were all 3 presenters, weren't they? So obviously, one of us is going to have the chop and get rid of. And the point is that we've got to fill up a 10-car garage with challengers. And whoever doesn't fill their garage up in the, last, gets booted out of the best automatic. That's what we're getting at. But for the further ado, I've been successful, got a few cars already, and maybe 3 or 4 now. And not nice enough that the producers have let me have one of the mansions in GTA. And lucky enough now that one of us is going to get the second mansion. There's a third one, but they haven't bought that one because obviously that would be awarded to the person who actually gets it, right? But we're going to move our cars to the our mansions and do it that way. I think would be best.
Yeah, so the point is that we've had our not so racing driver racing on the most dangerous road. Who gets the fastest time gets their car.
And obviously, that was on the best automated test track. But now we're thinking one of us will get the car from the most dangerous road, and we've done trailers as well. And who gets more views from Joe Public, all you lot out there, will watch them trailers. Who gets the highest views will get a car.
So this is quite long-winded us explaining stuff then, isn't it?
Well, we haven't got the technology of AI to do it for us, have we?
Well, yeah. Maybe this is why we're not that popular, because we keep whittering on, don't we?
Well, we've got learning difficulties. They might need to know that and now.
Look, having withdrawn Top Gear syndrome doesn't give it a proper illness, does it?
Yeah, but we've got learning difficulties, don't we?
Well, yeah, we're not very good at reading much at all.
Well, yeah, but they don't need to know that. So, further ado, I think it's time to put a clip on, just to remind people what Top Gear was about, because obviously people might not know what Top Gear was.
We're talking about James May, Richard Hammond and Clarkson, though, not the other times.
Oh, yeah, we mean the early 2000s, everyone. So, we're going to just put a tiny little winty-pinty little tiny clip on to sort of whet your appetite, because we can't really pull it fully on, because it could get taken down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, so it must be some fair use even on sound.
Yeah, because it's not the images, obviously it's that side's been messing about with felt tip pens and cardboard and that.
Yeah, like you're watching now.
So, are we going to get on with it? Because I think about 8 minutes or 9 minutes have gone by now. We was just rambling.
Alright, so let's put the Top Gear clip on.
However, the good thing about all this barn-door simpleton engineering is that it keeps the price down. Even though this is a head-turning V8 coupe with a top speed of 170 miles an hour, it only costs £35,000, way less than its European rivals.
So that was very interesting consumer advice about prices of vehicles and that. Shame that we don't really pay attention on doing things like that, isn't it, fellas?
Now, because we got intellectual things to get on with, like seeing each other's trailers now. Yeah, I think, yes, it's about time we did actually now, because obviously our trailers have been on YouTube for a while, even though I might be on for, well, a week. Well, yeah, but obviously we all do it individual, didn't we? We had to make them and all that, no? And obviously my brother was the last one.
Yeah, so I should have my trailer on for a few more days so I'll get more views.
No, we're not. So, we're going to start with whose trailer first then? Well, I don't know, but this is the part where we're going to watch each other's trailers now.
And then obviously we're going to see how many people have watched this then.
Well, yeah. So, without further ado, we're going to put someone's trailer on.
Yeah, well, yeah, put a trailer on. Yeah, put mine on first.
Why? What you should put yours on first?
Well, because I was the last one to do mine.
No, we're not. We'll pick one random.
Yeah. This movie is well scary for anybody out there. Yeah, the one and only. Yeah, promising young woman, starring Carey Mulligan as Cassie. No nonsense woman. It doesn't matter if a guy has got big balls. She doesn't care. She will give him a stare, and if that doesn't work, she'll give him a good telling off without saying anything, because she's Carey Mulligan. Yeah, a one-person army what doesn't take no nonsense at all. So, don't be scared, just go and watch this movie. Or else Carey Mulligan might be coming round to give you a visit soon. I don't get it. What's that all about? Well, it's got a lot of views, hasn't it?
Yeah, it might have a lot of views, but it don't make sense. Well, wait on. Whoa. You were told specifically to put in your name, or not our real name, Harold, but
What we done that for?
what? We mentioned I can't get used to calling you a beekeeper when you're scared of bloody bees. Anyhow, point is, though, bruv, you want to put in beekeeper, Green Hornet, like I had to, get the pervert for, Green Hornet trailer.
Yeah, we all did.
Set your thumbnail is a bit of a lie, ain't it, Captain Know-It-All?
My thumbnail?
Yeah, your thumbnail.
Yeah! It says something else, and then it says that. It's a bit weird and complicated, but yeah.
Yeah, it's right. So, was that your trailer?
Well, not the one I made for, the Green Hornet.
All right, yeah, 'cause you said it was something like Mad Max or something, didn't you? Not Promising Young Woman, 'cause I haven't seen all that yet,
No, we aren't, because you keep interrupting and stuff.
Well, I'm just finding it a little bit complicated, that's all.
How can it be that complicated, that movie?
Never mind about that. What's in my brother's trailer, the proper one there?
Well, yeah, alright, hopefully.
Yeah, because we want to view it and trying to make sense and see if you're any good.
Alright, yeah, well, hopefully they'll put the right one on.
Yeah.
My life was different when changes happened in many years ago. A year of 2026, as we all know. Yes, the humble days of the human race was changing rapidly as they threw away their discarded black oil fuel away. Nobody didn't want a petrol-driven vehicle anymore, or a diesel, or even a hybrid. Even the hydrogen car wasn't welcome, but the electric car came back with such revengeance. Even now, when human beings cross the road, they don't hear them bloody things coming. Death's created more, but even more when I remember the changes of our history was changing more. Yes, films were taking over, classic films like Humble, Vanishing Point, Bullet, were all replaced by a sound of electric engine. All them car chases would change. But the worst of all from my childhood was watching that classic film of Jason Statham. Not the other one, with David Carradine. No. We are talking about the Humble Death Race 2000. Yes, the prison one with Jason Statham in. Yes, even his humble Mustang had a electric engine. And worst of all, we all remember the Road Warrior, even it was Mad Max 2. But the Americans wouldn't have known about Mad Max 1. So, even that beloved film was changed. Even we knew from history when they dubbed it in American accents and no good old Aussie, banter was there. No, Mel Gibson sound more American. And not even that now, the new version that the last of the V8 Interceptors is just a horrible electric car sound. The sounds were awful, and the world went to destruction, and I'm so upset I can't do the intro anymore.
Goodbye.
Bye, have a great time.
That was quite interesting, that, don't you think, fellas? Well, he didn't actually promote his car or anything, did you, bruv?
Well, no, I didn't, but he was on about that, wasn't he? Is that true? What? About the changing all the sounds out of films and putting electric noises in.
Well, no, I don't know, but it could be a possibility. But it makes it sound scary, doesn't it? Because obviously the Humble electric car, it's been out for years, electric car, but it didn't really do very popular, did it? In ancient times and stuff. But yeah, but now obviously, they're all making a big deal about it. Everyone should have an electric car. And obviously, if you think about a Mad Max movie now, that most of it will be all solar panels and electric cars, won't they? Well, yeah, so that would be the purpose of Mad Max, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, because they're always wanting gasoline, but obviously they wouldn't be, because they'd be wanting batteries. Well, yeah. That's quite interesting way to see it with a trailer, but yeah, not Green Hornet, obviously. If it wasn't named Green Hornet, you might have got more views.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody won't make sense of it, would they? But I just try to, something I thought of, and yeah.
And that's what I did. I like the idea he did the sunset shine and the distortion of it with the Share Factory. Well, yeah, it was quite interesting. Yeah, well, apparently to have a trailer on. So who can we guess whose trailer is it going to be next?
Well, I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay, you've had your fun. I'll give you one more chance. And if you don't clear out now, there'll be real trouble. I mean it.
This is David Sumner. All his life he's been running away, turning his back on trouble, involvement, and confrontation. Until now.
5 men out there.
He took his wife and fled to an English country town.
There was once a time, Mrs. Sumner, when you were ready to beg me for it.
Take your hands off me.
Go on. An animal. He thought he could find peace and refuge. Instead, he found that a man can't hide forever.
I care. This is where I live. I will not allow violence against this house.
Sam Peckinpah, who uncaged the Wild Bunch, now unleashes Dustin Hoffman in Straw Dogs.
Whose trailer was that then? That was a bit weird and confusing.
Yeah, it was actually. What was it?
I do remember it, but it's not mine for the Green Hornet, but it's one of the old ones. Remember when we did The Promising Young Woman? Oh yeah, the one we haven't finished watching because obviously it's getting so technically scary. Right, okay. But yeah, the point is, we had that point where we were talking about the stag, and Susan George were driving one, a white one. I think Sam Peckinpah wanted it sort of like these brand new stags where he wanted them like beaten up or something, like, dints in it and make them look grimy and dirty. Right, but yeah, we had a big, yeah, that's right. Because you went to all these car meets, didn't you, and stuff, and you keep seeing stags, and you keep nicknaming a stag Susan George now, don't you? Even it would, Dennis Hopper, what more or less drove it. Yeah, but yeah, Susan George drove it as well. Yeah, that I remember that. I think maybe with letting technology sort of like try to put on, and it's suffering. Well, yeah, we are a bit backlogged with trailers and stuff, aren't we? Maybe you have to put it in manually instead of letting computers and AI or whatever malarkey you want to call it.
Technology!
All right, okay, Captain Gorgeous, calm down, all right. So, we'll try again then. Well, yeah, obviously.
Home sweet home.
Oh, pancakes, ain't changed much.
Charlie, this is my husband, David.
Some desires
So that guy, you used to see him, right?
You jealous?
cannot be denied.
Hey, Charlie, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. What happens when thy neighbor's wife covets you?
Some obsessions
I want to come in.
Can't.
cannot be stopped. He's gone too far to turn back. Straw dogs.
Surely that ain't your trailer. That had nothing to do with the green on it. It just had that straw doggy thingy again.
Well, yeah, I don't know who's actually putting the trailer on or what.
Well, obviously it's AI. We've got technology creeping in there.
Well, yeah, there is that, but obviously it's not doing a very good job.
Well, why don't we try again and try to put a bloody, you know, your trailer?
Well, yeah, that's what I want to see, don't I? Well, yeah, obviously, but we're not seeing it, are we? So, just have another bloody attempt and trying to put it on then. Yeah, I said, you know, I should do it manually, and then obviously instead of asking technology doing it. Well, that could be a good thing, but just have another go, because AIs might make things a lot quicker now, isn't it? Well, obviously, of course it is. Well, yeah, we'll get on with it and then put it on, because we want to judge each other's trailers, don't we? Well, obviously, yes.
Mad as Hell weekend comes to an explosive end tonight with Dustin Hoffman in Straw Dogs. They rape his wife, and now he goes berserk. Come home to 11 for Straw Dogs. Tonight at 8. Due to the adult nature of the film, parental discretion is advised.
Well, that wasn't your trailer, surely, because obviously I remember that way back in the Humble days. Yeah, I do actually, and we all do, except maybe one of us.
What do you mean by that, looking at me like that?
Well, obviously you're not allowed to watch ITV, as we all well know, and obviously that's what we used to get. It's like, you know, the movies at 8 o'clock or something, wasn't it? Well, yeah, and because obviously it was sort of a late time, but it wasn't, you know, like the water, because obviously with the BBC they have that watershed about 9 o'clock, don't they? But obviously at 8 o'clock it isn't for us who are watching ITV, because want it on just straight after Rainbow, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what episode of Rainbow that was about. You know, yeah, because I remember watching Straw Dogs with my parents after Rainbow, because yeah, that's what it was like on ITV. You know, yeah, you can. Not a lot of people might not know what Rainbow is today. Well, it was quite like a educational program, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but our mum said that that ITV kiddie programs invented autism and having kids going a bit loopy or whatever, or not intelligent enough.
Well, they didn't do anything good with you, did it? Your mum keeping you away watching them ITV. I mean, like, what happened? You got mentally disturbed, didn't you, when you saw ITV at your grandparents', didn't you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you saw Knight Rider, didn't you? Yeah, you saw Knight Rider, and you went all psychotic, didn't you?
What do you mean I went all psychotic?
Well, you have killer cars, don't you?
I don't! Well, anyhow, I keep telling you, it's a different shade of red.
Oh no, we're not on about that car, we're on about his other car, aren't we? The evil Knight Rider.
It's not evil, it's just keep with your call, I keep telling you.
Yeah, we're not bothered about that. Well, we were reminiscing about Rainbow, because obviously there were quite a few epic episodes that were quite educational. We do know that we might be talking about the Green Hornet, aren't we?
Yeah, but now we're getting sidetracked thinking about reminiscing about Rainbow. Whatever AI's doing,
Well, actually, we just put it on auto, aren't we? Random, isn't it? It's just picking our trailers, what we've got stuck on our Share Factory. Well, yeah, but obviously other people won't know that because we use primitive technology. Because obviously it's 2026 and we're still using the PS4 on the classic game of GTA 5, because obviously 6 didn't come out just yet, did they? At the humble days of you know, that romantic you know, February, you know, the 14th, I mean Valentine's Day. Yeah, but obviously, you know, because obviously we're expecting your beloved Stella ringing you up. Well, yeah, but I think she was a bit busy with other stuff. Alright, so I wonder why it was quite quiet. Well, give her time, she might be, you know, ringing up there, because I have to have my local, you know, bollocking or telling off, because that's how it is, you know.
But why did she have to do and interrupt our program?
Because usually she knows I'll be doing this program with you fellas now, and obviously she didn't really like it. Right. I mean, it's like that episode of Rainbow, isn't it? You know, when Jeffrey used to hide in the shed, didn't he, and doing stuff and all that lot, because he had his YouTube channel where he was doing woodwork stuff, didn't he? Well, it wasn't actually YouTube, because YouTube wasn't invented at the time. Yeah, but it gives the idea of the invention for YouTube to be invented. It was inspired by Rainbow.
What's it?
Well, yeah, if you watch Rainbow, you will know that obviously Rainbow was quite educational and all that lot.
Yeah, but it was a bit saucy and all, wasn't it? You know, Rod, Jane and Freddie and all that lot.
Yeah, and we got introduced to a strange creature that was Zippy.
Yeah, Zippy? What is that? Is that Pac-Man?
No, some people said that Zippy could have been the mysterious creature what can drive like the Stig.
What? That's the Stig? Well, its helmet on.
It could be. We never know, actually. I mean, there is rumours about, you know, what the Stig could look like underneath the actual helmet.
Right. So, are we going to see your bloody trailer or not?
Well, yeah, because obviously we're just waiting on, and we got sidetracked with that, didn't we? Because obviously that's what it was back in our humble days, that movies like that were on at 8 o'clock at night for us to watch with our parents.
Yeah, well, that's why my mum made sure that I was in bed before 9, so because that's what the watch said on the BBC tells you not to watch.
Right, but obviously ITV was a little bit different. That's why, you know, we're quite, you know,
what, weird.
Anyhow, shall I put my trailer on now?
Yeah, because all we're doing is whittering on about humble days about Rainbow, aren't we?
Well, obviously, I mean, whatever our technologies are doing, AI is putting random clips on. Well, it's not really. I think it's because we've got it on Share Factory, and obviously we've got a few other trailers on what we've made on previous videos. Oh, yeah, that's right. We weren't talking about Rainbow, we were on about Straw Dogs. There was loads of toys in of it, weren't there? Because you were doing the stag or something. Well, no, I think it was Promising Young Woman.
Oh, we haven't still watched that yet.
Well, obviously, it's a complicated movie, and we're not watching it just right now, are we?
Well, no, we're doing the best automatic.
Well, could we just see your trailer, Mr. Know-It-All, and see, you know, if it's any good? Yeah, I'm going to put the trailer on. I'm going to do it manually, so, you know, I think that'd be the best thing to do. Alright then, so let's see your trailer, because this is what we're looking forward to. everybody, welcome to the trailer. A lot of folk won't understand what this is all about. Yeah, for Yorkshire folk and Yorkshire folk only might understand this. But this is about a trailer for me to help beat them other buggers and out other side of us, right, you know. But anyhow, that's a different form of dispute, right? But obviously, as you're noticing, that we're seeing lots of landmarks in Yorkshire, plenty of bloody fields and lots of bloody sheep, millions and millions of sheep. And sheep are great for Yorkshire because they give the flavouring for our mucky brown beer, because that's where pure Yorkshire water comes from. And if you walk through our Blomidon streets, like fields, you're always stepping in sheep shit, and you wonder why our beer is so bloody brown. I mean, some folk don't like our brown beer because they're a bit of a traitor and they end up escaping over the border of Yorkshire. One stands out, Jeremy bloody Clarkson, that fella, escaped from Yorkshire, became successful on telly with the BBC, he did, and his two mates, I think, they were involved, as you say, but now this bugger is bringing up in Yorkshire the greatest landmark of all in Yorkshire, because he sells that clean white beer. There's no muck in it, and it's a beer, it's not bitter, anything about it. But anyhow, we're talking the pure location, the Motorist, somewhere in Yorkshire, West Yorkshire. We all say it's bloody Leeds because it's our capital, really, now. Not like York, you know. They gave that to bloody Vikings, didn't they? You know, bloody York. When them bloody Lego people came invading us, you know, dabbling and mixing our plasticine people in together or whatever, you know. It's part of the history, but I don't know bugger all about it. Not deep down, you know. But so this is the trailer for my vehicle, trying to promote it, not really, but the only way I can do it is actually mention how it was in Yorkshire about my car on that beloved game GTA 5. Lovely it is. Now I could witter on all day, because that's what a Yorkshire folk do, you know, and don't make sense. And that's why you don't get any Yorkshire folk doing trailers. Well, you do actually. There's that Sean guy, you know, he does O2 and maybe Yorkshire tea bags and all that. That Yorkshire, you know, he's a movie star. He was in a film called Ireland and stuff, and Sharp and. Now, never mind me wittering on about bloody Yorkshire, because they're all bloody Yorkshire folk can't bloody keep things straight with a conversation, they always say. One of them bloody people down south, they say we don't. Anyhow, back to trailer. I mean, oh boy, how long's a trailer meant to bloody go for? I don't know. Not too sure, folk, but I should not witter on too long, because I might just cut it off. I don't know. That was completely unfair, that. What do you mean it was unfair? Well, obviously, you're screaming out to all the people in Yorkshire, and you all know that that county of Yorkshire is bigger than all the rest of the counties in England. And what you meaning by that? Well, there'd be more people, won't they? Especially that they've been invaded by Lego people. We all know that lots of people like Lego, don't they? And obviously, you know, you're going to get more views, aren't you, for doing that?
Yeah, that's right. Because obviously, with him having a vehicle and he's getting around, going to all these famous places.
Well, yeah, and look at your thumbnail, right? That's very auspicious as well, with a skeleton in. I mean, what's that about? Well, obviously, I'm going to explain that, but obviously, for the moment, my best I don't just yet. What is that? Because obviously now I'm bloody curious now. Well, a lot of people are going to be curious, and obviously they'll be all wanting to know. Well, I want to bloody know now, because what that? So you're going to a famous place in Yorkshire, the Motorist, because it's one of the biggest car events they have every weekend, isn't it? Yes, they do. I mean, obviously, there's very famous vehicles that do turn up there, like the Hilux from Top Gear. You what? You seen another Top Gear vehicle? Another one? Oh yeah. Look at the footage! Look! He's actually touching the actual toilet seat of where Jeremy Clarkson sat on. Yes, and you could actually smell it, because obviously, you know, James May sat on that toilet seat as well. I mean, that's some strange experience that Jeremy Clarkson and James May experienced with each other, sharing the toilet seat together. Yeah, not at the same time though, were it? Well, now, but you have smelt their buttocks on the toilet seat, haven't you? Well, yeah, cause obviously, yeah, like I'm demonstrating there.
I want to know the footage of this, because this looks interesting.
Well, it was actually.
That is unfair, because he can drive and we can't.
Well, you need to go for a test.
I can't even read now, because people expect to do that theory test.
Yeah, that is disadvantage for people now. If you can't read, you can't pass your driving test. Not like you, because you passed it in ancient times, didn't you? When cars were sort of still limited to have, wasn't it? Well, not that limited. I mean, obviously, we're getting all these weird regulations coming out for England now, aren't we? Well, yeah. I mean, because you got Stalin, you know, without a moustache, doing his communism, because he's in the Labour Party, persecuting people that, you know, you need a licence. You know, like, you know, if you're a tradesman in a building site or whatever, roadworks, if you were pushing a wheelbarrow, you can get fined for that, because you need a licence to use a wheelbarrow now. We all know that I like my wheelbarrows and all that. Look, now I can't even manhandle one now. Right.
Yeah, it's like people in wheelchairs, they can't go out now because they need a license, because they're on a wheel contraction, aren't they?
Well, I thought they were mobility scooters.
No, wheelchairs as well.
All right, bloody hell. And another thing, they're going to make people, right, you know, have a license to have a bloody bicycle, because all that, you know, because once upon a time, bicycles used to have a chain, but now they have battery powered. Oh, well, you're right. That's England for you. So, yeah, but yeah, all these regulations. Because Stalin's bringing communism back to England, isn't he? I never knew we had communism in England.
Well, not exactly, but we are now, aren't we? I mean, look how it is now with them smart AI dictional or whatever speed cameras coming out now. because they can see what you're doing, right? Not even that, them IR cameras can follow you home and watch what you're doing on the toilet.
You what?
Well, think about it. Remember, like Jeremy Clarkson and James May were doing, they thought it was alright up in the North Pole, but now you got all them satellites floating about in space that they could be watching you have a number 2 on the snow.
Right, okay, so where are we going with this? That you're a lucky bugger for seeing that vehicle, and you're taking advantage of that because you got a license. We're doing the car prod. I mean, we're more meant to be knowing about vehicles, don't we?
We're just learning, like I'm learning about James Bond, but obviously the producers want me to learn a little bit more, especially the arrival of the American one, because that's what we're doing with the gadget car gimmick, aren't we? With the DB5 against the American one, you know, the Green Hornet vehicle, and that's why he's dragging out so long, because obviously I'm still studying it as well, because obviously with the beloved Mac Helm, he had some cars, didn't he? But they were gadget, but they weren't like, you know, like Bond did, you know, like, yeah, ejector seats and missiles and stuff that I've, you know, studying, but, you know, Mac Helm was like to subdue women or something, you know.
Right, so we're talking about gadget vehicles, aren't we still? Well, yeah, now you've seen one of the famous Top Gear gadget vehicles with a toilet seat on it, aren't you? And you've managed to do it, and you've experienced the sense and the smell of James May's buttocks and Jimmy Clarkson's, you jummy bugger. Well, yeah. I hope you haven't washed your hands, because we want to smell your fingers. I have washed my hands. You idiot! We could have shared that smelling experience ourselves. I think we should have see somebody else's trailer. Well, yeah. Now we want to talk about Top Gear. No, I think we should move on now and see one of your trailers. I mean, who's left?
Well, obviously there's quite a few of us left, didn't we? You know, because you know, but yeah, shall we let AI decide who it is?
Oh, you know it's going to get it wrong again, don't you?
Let's do it.
Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Barbara Chapman.
She's Barbara.
Anything you say.
She's Verilla.
Quick, call me Verilla, huh?
She's a liar.
You want the facts?
She's a con artist.
They steal a Porsche and they sell it, and they steal it back again. And they sell it, and they steal it, and they sell it, and they steal it, and they sell it, and they steal it.
She's a shoplifter.
You know perfectly well that a booster box is premeditation, that's intent to steal, that's a felony.
Not for me, you're the one that told me.
And a car thief.
Say one thing for these VWs, it's sure so quick.
There's never been a girl so good at being so bad.
What is this, a bust?
No, that's the wrong office. The city pays me to defend you. They pay everybody else to arrest you.
Pull it on the curb.
Yes, sir.
And now she's ready for sweet revenge.
You better cool it, you hear? You're gonna get busted for sure.
Starring Stockard Channing, Sam Waterston, and Franklin A.J.
Got to keep my baby looking good.
It's the story of a little lady with a knack for getting into big trouble. She's young, sweet, and lovable.
Listen, you little squirt.
The kind of girl who'll steal your heart
You can count on Dandy.
and then steal your car.
Stay straight, man.
Wait a minute.
She has everything a girl could want,
Need salt.
except a Dino Ferrari.
It's the best. So bad. I'm gonna steal it, huh? No, you can't steal a Dino Ferrari. It's a limited production car, easy to trace.
And all she has to do to get it is steal a Volkswagen,
What is the best way to steal a car?
Have a key.
a Cadillac,
Sweet revenge, yeah.
a Mercedes,
Thank you. Dealing's getting to be like everything else.
and the same Porsche 4 times.
Used to be an art.
It's a big job for a little girl.
But she'll get by with a little help from her friends.
Some car thief always needs a ride.
Can you dig it? And a taste of sweet revenge.
I don't think much of AI. Whose trailer was that then?
Oh, it's one of the new ones, near enough. Oh, well, we actually have had it on the previous show when we did the Lancia Stratos, and obviously we still might be doing that as well.
Well, yeah, well, that's a little bit confusing because all this modern technology is getting things wrong, isn't it?
Well, what do you expect? You know, we're still at the primitive times, aren't we, with AI before they take over completely and all that lot.
Well, yeah, because the humans are rubbish because all they're doing is like, you know, like Yorkshire people get up to, you know.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like you're just saying about Emmerdale compared to like beloved EastEnders.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, that Captain Pervert said it's just like they're just having sex all the time, aren't they, in the movies, and obviously EastEnders is respectable and all that lot.
Since when EastEnders has been that respectable? It hasn't really. I mean, that is a bit extortionate and all that lot.
Oh, you would see it that way.
Look, are we arguing about British soaps and all that? Oh, bloody hell, oh no. I forgot all about, oh no. I forgot about this phone. Oh, what? Right on! You were told not to bring a bloody phone! And the producer thought, well, she's getting a little bit boring, a bit tedious now, and interrupting our bloody car program. Yeah, but like I said, I ain't had my local bollocking, and obviously, well, she's sort of like, you know, going off on with other people or something. Oh dear, typical Emmerdale Letty in it though, you know. Oh yeah, I suppose, but yeah. I better answer it, fellas. Oh bloody hell, hurry up and answer it then. Oh, I said I'm not going to marriage, but you end up going there. Why?
I'm getting up early in the morning. I'm going to bed anyway because I've got to be up for it. I'm a anger management class tomorrow.
Right, so what's up with you now?
No, I'm going to bed because I'm knackered. I've got to be there for 11
Stella,
o'clock.
did you or did you not ring me up to ask about that thing?
It doesn't matter, I'm going to bed now.
Oh, so you didn't want to know who died then?
No, because you're not telling me.
I said guess.
No, I'm not guessing. I'm not a child.
You made me guess.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to bed.
You said, guess who's come back to the old folks home? And
yeah,
I said Yvonne, and I got it right away. And I said to you, I said, guess who's died?
I am going now to bed.
Well, why ring up and then don't get threatening?
Because I've got to be up early, so
no, you can't be bothered to fucking wait when somebody gets the stuff when you're getting angry and all that lot.
Well,
now you say, oh, I want to go to bed.
I'm going to bed anyway because I've had enough.
You had enough of what?
You didn't even tell. You could have told me this morning, but you never did.
Told you what this morning?
Who had died?
And then do you still want to know? Because you can't be bothered guessing.
No, I'm not guessing. I'm going to bed now.
Well, who do you think's died?
I'm going to bed now.
Bloody obvious. All right. Well, then fair enough. Then it's another day. Stop ringing me up asking me.
You told me this morning.
Well, why don't you just guess?
No, I'm not guessing. I'm sick of fucking guessing. You think I'm a fucking mind reader?
How many names have you guessed?
It doesn't matter, leave it, I'm going to.
All you're doing is kicking off, saying, I don't want to guess, I don't want to guess. You made me guess who we're missing, and all I've said, I'll get some died, Stella.
I'm not stopping on the phone, I'm going to bed now, I'm knackered.
Well, you keep
I've got to be up early tomorrow.
Oh, so have I! But you'll ring me up later on, how's it morning, like 3 o'clock or something, won't you? Oh, I can't get to sleep, so listen to me.
Right, I'm going to bed now.
Yeah, knowing you'll ring me up later on.
Right, night.
Night. God, she's got off. Now we're enough with real business because of that. Because obviously you straight away having an argument.
Yeah, the one having a right argument. And that's why she hasn't been ringing and interrupting that much, is it?
Well, maybe. Anyhow. Because I'm annoyed with her anyhow. Oh, because she won't play a guessing game. We're curious. Who's died? What? Oh, I'm not doing it with you. Oh, you don't play games with Stella?
Yeah, he likes playing with her.
Yeah, it's a form of foreplay though, that, isn't it though? What? Foreplay? What? Guessing games?
Yeah, I see it in Emmerdale. They did that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did it in Coronation Street and all. And when they were having, always keeping them guessing when they're having their affairs and all that lot.
Yeah, they're the same with EastEnders. You know, it's all sort of like sounding familiar, aren't they? In real life, aren't they?
Well, they do, because it's the British public. Anyhow, for your curiosity, I think on that deathbed, I think it's time to end the show.
What? We ain't done our trailers! Yeah, but have you seen the time? Because interrupting, they've been on the phone for ages.
She wasn't on the phone that long, anyhow. So, on that shallow grave, it's time to end the show, everybody. Oh, why? Because it's the end of it, right? Okay? So, we're finishing it, and that is it. And we'll do another Green on It special or whatever on the next episode of The Best I Mate.
Oh, we're doing it all in parts again. So, as you just ended it, on the death thing.
Yeah, I still want to know who's died. Maybe you will find out on the next episode. So on that, everyone, thank you if you've managed to watch it so far. Well, yeah. So, toodaloo, everyone, and on dead things are we now? On that dead angel. Oh, it's time to end the show.
Oh, bye!